Hello my champs, welcome back and thank you so much for all your subscriptions. We are officially at 200 subscribers and now on the road to 500 subscribers. If you're new here, welcome to Lily Katule channel. Here I share content on beauty, motherhood and motivation. So if this is your kind of vibe, this is your kind of content, kindly hit the subscribe button. Also follow that notification bell so that every time I upload new content, you might get notified. On today's video, I am going to be talking about motherhood and the things that being a mother has taught me. I am a mother to a 3-year-old girl. She is the most intelligent toddler I have ever met, and I love her too much, a bit too much, and she has really changed a lot about me, and these are the things that I really just want to share. I would really love to hear what some of you who are mothers have learned from being mothers. I know motherhood can be really difficult. It's a full-time job. There's no breaks. You can't just quit in between. But at the end of the day, it's a very satisfying kind of job. So kindly share on the comments section. Tell me, you as a mother, what has motherhood taught you? And we can officially begin. So I'll be reading. I wrote it in my notebook so that I don't forget. So with point number 1, I will start with what motherhood has taught me. And number 1 is my mother did the best that she could. Thinking about it, you just when you're growing, especially when you're just not a toddler but a teenager, we tend to think that, hey, I wish our parents worked harder. They would be like so and so. Why am I not going to Brabant? Why am I going to like this government school and all that stuff? Honestly, our parents, and this time because you're talking about mothers, our mothers did their best. I'm not saying that there are parents who are not neglecting. They are there. But now we are talking about just being a mother generally, and a mother who is available for their child. Your mom is doing the best she can. I'm telling you, this thing, there's no breaks. You can't just decide that today you're done being a mother, you go back to being childless. When the baby is here forever. And in Kenya, I hear is up to, 25 years. So from 0 to 25, that child depends on you 100%. So honestly, our mothers, whatever they gave, the hospitals they took us to, the schools they took us to, the food, the clothes, the shoes, anything that they did for us to be able to survive, to be able to live and not to die, that was the best that they could possibly do for us. And that is what I'm coming to understand as a mother, that I'm doing every day. Every day I'm doing my best for my child. At some point she might not see it, but later on in life, and especially when you get a child of yours, is when you start realizing, whoa, my mom actually gave me 1,000% of herself. Point number 2, I always sought peace. Motherhood has taught me to sort out for peace. Why? Because I need that peace of mind. I don't need chaos around me. I don't need to be always angry. I don't need to be, agitated. I'm just there always just thinking, what about this? What about this? What about this? I honestly need peace of mind. Peace of mind comes with a lot, because you'll be able to sit down and think, what am I supposed to be doing? You'll be able to handle your toddler. You'll be able to handle your teenage child. You'll be able to handle your infant, because you are at peace. You are composed. So you're thinking straight. So find peace. As a mother, it has taught me always peace. These small things. You don't just get angry at someone who has stepped on you in the matatu. You just don't get angry at someone who's making just weird and stupid comments about your body or about how you're dressed that day. They don't know. Maybe you haven't even slept the whole night. So do you really care? No, they don't know where you're coming from. So peace first, and I'm okay with that. Point number 3, I have become very, very understanding. Understanding in this term that I am no longer judgmental, because each mother brings up their own child differently. The way my mom brought me up is not even the same way my cousins were brought up. It's not even the same way my husband was brought up by the mom. So mothers have different things that work for them. And if it works for them, honestly, I don't see why I should go imposing my own ways to somebody else who's already their method is working. From afar, when I was younger, I could look at some kids and say, huyu mama hao sijui maybe hawachapangi, huyu mama hao sijui afanyangi. And that was coming from a really point of judging, and yet I didn't even know what the mom was doing and why she was doing that. Same thing, like my mom wouldn't allow me to go out to sleep for sleepovers, and that is her own way, and it worked for her, it worked for us. If it was protecting us, it did. Like, it for her, it worked. Okay, so if somebody else allows her kids to go out, let's say to these sleepovers, I'm not supposed to be saying, mimi siku za siku lelewa hivo, this thing is going on. No. Just leave people to bring up their children the way they find it fit for them, and with the methods that work for them. And that just becomes less judgmental, and just understanding that you're all different and people have different ways of living, different opinions, and that is fine. I'm also very understanding the fact that I cannot just be getting mad or getting angry at people for no reason. The next point, my patience has really, really improved. Like, the level of patience I have, it's up there. I never used to be a patient person, but having a child teaches you patience. Breastfeeding needs patience. Carrying pregnancy to full term needs patience. Putting a baby to sleep needs patience. Just taking care of a baby who's not sleeping and you're sleepy, for you not to get agitated, needs patience. Everything, feeding a child needs patience. So it gives you so much patience that I feel like you can handle anything that needs patience in the world. So motherhood has improved my patience, and this patience is seen not just when I'm mothering my child, but even how I deal with people, waiting for people. I never used to wait for people when they were late. It doesn't mean that now I will wait for you 1 hour. No, what I mean is I've become a bit more understanding. I know sometimes there's traffic. I know sometimes things happen. I know sometimes accidents happen. I know sometimes police they stop you and stuff like that. So it has really improved my patience, and this patience is working really good, especially that I'm a business person. So it has given me that patience level where I feel like I don't need to rush anything. Maybe I need to be just a little bit more patient. Every time that something is happening and maybe it's negative, I always talk to myself and I'm like, you know what, maybe give it a little bit more time, as compared to a time where my patience wasn't even, it was like non-existent, and I would have said by the way, wacha ikae. So patience, I've grown in like patience. The other point is I do not care what people think about me. I used to be, what will my mom say? What will my dad say? What will my friends think? How do I look? Like all those things that it's normal for you to do that, but at some point it actually keeps you away from moving forward. So I no longer care what people think about me. And that does not mean I'm arrogant or ignorant about things, but I'm just at a point where if it's working for me, if it's good, if it's not hurting anyone, then I'm going to do it and I'm going to be fine with it. If I am wearing something and I feel comfortable and you're looking at me and you're wondering, kwani umetoka shimo gani? That is your own opinion, that is your own problems. You don't know where I'm coming from, you don't know what I've gone through the whole day or the whole night for me to be looking the way I look. So I don't care what people think about me. The next point, I have become very empathetic, and I've always been caring. I'm always a very kind person, but now I find myself carrying people's burden. Like I can meet someone on the road and they're like, hey mami, sijui nimebakisha sijui 10 bob, sijui nifike wapi, or I don't know, my mom is at home, she has been sick. I know there are those people who are like really just con people, but most of the time I just find myself putting myself in their shoes, and I'm just like, woo, if it was my child or if it was me, no, this is not good. So I help where I can. I don't help everyone. If I have the ability to help, I will help you. But even if I don't have the ability to help you, I always feel like that I have that burden of, Aki, what can I do? If I couldn't give you money, what else can I do? Can I maybe like at least talk to you and encourage you? Can I maybe pray with you? Can I maybe refer you to someone who I feel like they have the capability to help you? So I've become very empathetic, and it's a good thing, and also it's a bad thing, because sometimes people take advantage of you being empathetic and they lie to you. But on the good run, yeah, I'm empathetic and I like it that way. The other thing is I am bold, confident, and I have accepted myself just the way I am. Motherhood comes with a lot of changes. My feet grew from size 4 to size 5. My chest increased way bigger, and at some point I was like, whoa, okay, sasa sahi ninakaa Johnny Bravo, and those things, they affect women, you also care about how you look outwards. So I'm like, whoa, okay, now I've just become bigger huku juu huku chini hakuna kitu. So yeah, so nowadays I don't really care, because I'm just thinking, when I was getting my child, I was in that delivery room, and I realized actually giving birth is a matter of life and death. So I need to appreciate myself that I carried this baby to full term, and the baby was also able to come, and the baby was fine and I was fine. So the best thing I can do is to be happy and be grateful to God that we are all alive. So the stretch marks that come with the baby, please, those are things that you have to accept them. The body changes, the hormonal imbalance, all those things that just come with getting a baby and now becoming a mother, you have to accept them, or else you will just feel as if really you're just doing nothing and your life has changed and you now become this other person that you don't really know. So for me, it took some time. Definitely everything takes time, but eventually you have to realize that you are now a mother and this baby grew inside of you. So you have to accept yourself and give yourself props for being able to do that. So accept those stretch marks, accept the chest increment, the hips increment, everything. There some people even just lose their colors, and they take a whole year for them to have the neck and the face coming back to the way they were. So yeah, and the nose, they don't know, increasing size and everything, just looking like some puppets out there. But yeah, I'm more bold, more confident, and I have accepted myself the way I am. Well, another thing is, babies are actually the most intelligent little creatures that ever lived. The good thing about babies, when they come to this world, their heads or their mind is blank. So whatever we're feeling, it's like this book. Actually, they do come like this. So it's just whatever you're teaching them, you're writing it. Whatever you're teaching them, it's getting written in their minds. So babies can be little geniuses, and mine is just such a wonderful little girl. Sometimes she talks and I'm just looking at her like, are you sure you're 3 years old? Because she's super intelligent, super inquisitive, she is bold, she is courageous, she's confident, she doesn't fear, she doesn't even think like the world is a bad place. And that is what we need to teach our children, like the world is a good place and you can be anything that you want. And yeah, so I just find babies like just little cute humans that you can make them anything that they want to be. If you want to make the best singer that ever lived, you can do it. If you want to make the best pianist, best guitarist, best drummer, somebody who can build things from nothing, babies can. They're super intelligent. Don't underestimate them. My last point, and something that I've come to realize, and I'm realizing this like every time I handle my child alone, because my husband really travels a lot. So every time I am left in the house with her, even if it's just for 2 days, I notice the difference. And my point is, I respect single parents, in this case single mothers. That thing is hard, bringing a child alone. When they cry at night, it's just you. When they are vomiting, it's just you. When they are sick, it's just you. When you're tired and exhausted and you just want to quit, you can't quit, because it's just you they depend on. Having a partner, you can quit and go out for like 2 hours, come back, your mind has opened, you've remembered you're a parent, and you come back and do your parenthood. But when you're a single mother, there's no quitting, there's no giving up. You just go and cry in the bathroom or in your bedroom, dust yourself up, and come back. So I respect 1000% all single parents. Yeah, so these are some of the few things that motherhood has taught me. I would really love to hear your comments of what motherhood has taught you. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. Kindly let us now be on the road to 500 subscribers. Until next time.